Okay, let's look at a question based on the one-dimensional uniform accelerated motion. This is a motion under gravity. A man drops a ball downside from the roof of a tower of height 400 meter. At the same time, another ball is thrown upside with a velocity 50 meter per second from the ground. Then they will meet at what height from the ground? Four options are given. So one ball is thrown upward, another ball is released from the top of a tower. They will meet somewhere in between, so we have to find at what height will they meet. Okay, pause this video now, try to solve this yourself and mark your answer. Okay, let's continue. So I will solve this question with two methods. First method will be solved using the conventional equations of motion. The second method will involve relative motion. Okay, so let's look at the method 1 without relative motion. So here you can see the ball at the top of the tower. This is ball A. The ball at the bottom of the tower is ball B. A is just released without any initial velocity. B is thrown up with speed 50 meter per second. Height of the tower is 400 meter. So for the ball A, okay, now let's say they will meet somewhere over here at a height y from the bottom. Then the distance covered by the ball A will be how much? 400 minus y. Okay, let's say the time taken is t. So for the ball A, distance covered 400 minus y equal to ut, initial velocity is 0, ut plus at square by 2. It's coming down with acceleration g, so gt square by 2. This is your equation 1. For the ball 2, for the ball B, it is covering a height y with initial speed 50 meter per second. So ut plus at square by 2. So 50t minus gt square by 2. Minus sign because it's going up, acceleration is downwards. But gt square by 2 is equal to 400 minus y. So I could write this down as y equal to 50t minus 400 minus y. When you simplify this, y equal to 50t minus 400 plus y. So y will cancel out. Then you get 400 equal to 50t, or t equal to 400 by 50, that is 8 seconds. Put this in equation 1. So 400 minus y equal to gt square by 2. So g will be 10 by 2, t is 8. Okay, now solve this question. You will get y equal to 80 meters. Okay, when you solve this equation, you will get y equal to 80 meters. So the correct answer will be option C. Now let's solve this question using the second method, which is relative motion. So in relative motion, let's write down initial velocity of A 0. This is the initial velocity of B, right? Now for both of them we need to define a common reference frame. I am taking upward direction as positive for both of them. Acceleration due to gravity g will be acting downwards for both of them. So for A, initial velocity ua will be what? 0. Acceleration of A will be what? I am taking upward direction positive. Acceleration is downwards, so this will be minus g. For B, initial velocity is upwards, so plus 50. Acceleration of B will be what? Again, acceleration of B is downwards, so minus g. Now we apply relative motion. So initial velocity of B with respect to A will be velocity of B minus velocity of A. So this will be equal to, simple, 50 meter per second. Okay, acceleration of B with respect to A is what? AB minus AA. But acceleration of B and acceleration of A both are equal. They are equal to minus g. So relative acceleration will be now 0. Okay, relative acceleration 0. That means this is a question for uniform velocity, uniform motion. Now with respect to A will be fixed. With respect to A, the ball A will be fixed at the height of 400 meter, and the ball B has to go up by 400 meter. So displacement of B with respect to A will be 400 meter. Now y equal to ut, acceleration is 0, so yba equal to uba into t. So 400 equal to uba is 50 t, or we obtain t equal to 400 by 50 equal to 8 seconds. So they will meet after 8 seconds. Now we again go with respect to ground, same as in method 1. So we use this equation of method 1 for the particle A to solve the question now. We know the value of t to be 8 seconds. So we again follow the same method and we get y equal to 80 meters. Okay.